Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled Minimum Wage Workers Can't Afford Rent Anywhere in America. My source, CNN Business, and this article is entitled Minimum Wage Workers Can't Afford Rent Anywhere in America. It was updated on July 15, 2021. It states, housing has become so expensive in the U.S. that the typical minimum wage worker cannot afford rent, according to a new report. There is no state, county, or city in the country where a full-time minimum wage worker working 40 hours a week can afford a two-bedroom rental. So, according to this report, a person that is working minimum wage or making minimum wage cannot afford a two-bedroom apartment. A report from the National Low Income Housing Coalition showed a full-time minimum wage worker can afford a one-bedroom rental in only 7% of all U.S. counties, 218 counties out of more than 3,000 nationwide. So it also depends on that person's demographic, where that person is living at. The federal minimum wage is $7.25. But the report showed that a worker would need to earn $24.90 per hour in order to afford a two-bedroom home at fair market rent, and a $20.40 housing wage would be needed for a one-bedroom. Fair market rents are government estimates of what a person should expect to pay for a modest home in their area. Rents are out of reach. Nationally, the average fair market rent is $1,061 a month for a one bedroom and $1,295 a month for a two bedroom, according to the report. Meanwhile, the average renter's hourly wage is $18.78, an income that can absorb only $977 a month in rent without being housing cost burden. A household living on one minimum wage income can afford even less, $377 a month, the report showed. The pandemic's impact. The pandemic's exacerbated the pandemic exacerbated the unstable housing situation for many people. Why? Because this was an objective of the pandemic. Okay. The pandemic exacerbated the unstable housing situation for many people, and local, state, and federal governments put protections in place to prevent a tidal wave of evictions. And guess what? Because of this new Delta variant, all right, we are approaching a second government shutdown, all right? And this government shutdown is going to be awful. Remember now that, it's like Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, in the days of thy youth. Yeah, you have to sacrifice yourself in this truth. Your youth and your time, okay? While the evil days come not, and we are actually inside of the evil days. Evil days means bad time. Just look around, and if the spirit is dealing with you, you can see it, you can feel it. While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. The keepers of the house is referring to your economists, okay? And the strong men shall bow themselves, strong men, referring to these rich people, okay, shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Right. The grinders cease because they are few. More jobs will be lost. More people will lose their housing because of this second government shutdown. And those that look out of the windows be darkened, meaning what? No future. All right. Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Okay. And what can also promote this is that second government shutdown. When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, meaning what? Setting your alarm 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning to find work. Try to find employment so you can provide for your family. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. That's pretty much it. You know, most minimum wage workers can't afford 2-bedroom apartments. Some are struggling to actually afford 1 bedroom, and we are approaching a second government shutdown. Okay, so hey, stay prayed up in Yahweh Bashem Shah. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.